What's going on, tribe? I thought it would be good to do a video. Maybe it'll be a video podcast. Maybe it'll just be a video carrying the Mora. Mostly because a lot of the audience, a lot of you guys said, hey, the Mora is an awesome knife. I'm paraphrasing what I think and perceive that people think. The Mora is like the best knife ever and it's super cheap. I've been using it. I've used it. The pros. It's very lightweight. If I was going to carry on a belt and I wanted like a super lightweight EDC knife, then I think that this Mora would be okay, especially for the money. But here's the rub. This is my bug out bag. This is my hunting bag, my going to Alaska bag, my backcountry bag. This is my big bag. Is this the knife that I want if, zombie chipmunks start peeing in my radiator? Is this, I don't know if you can tell, is that the knife? You see how thin that is? Is that the knife I want to trust my life to? Is that the one big fixed blade knife that I want? Also, my EDC right now in my pocket, this is a Firecraft 3.5. This, my general everyday EDC knife, is a better knife in almost every conceivable way. So why, if I have this knife as my EDC, would I have that Mora on my bag? I'm not ragging on Mora. I'm saying for me, it doesn't make sense. So this is the knife that I plan on putting on there. I just hit it with some spray paint because it was black. I can't really stand black, but this is an SOG. It's called their Bushcraft. I don't know if they still make it. I had it. It's a little too big for EDC, but to the point I just made, if I'm going to have a knife on my bag, I want something bigger or better in some way than the Firecraft that I normally carry as my EDC in my pocket. This is a little bit bigger. It's a little bit bigger than the Firecraft. So it achieves that goal. It's an AUS 10 steel. It's not as good a steel as that, but it's a big beefy knife. And it's certainly, compared to the Mora, is a beefier knife. It's thicker, okay, and it's just a little bit more robust. I think it's a better all-around knife. The Mora may be better for some things, but it's a good knife, and it's also not that heavy. It's not a big beefy knife. So I compared it to the Mora. If you want to compare that to, let's say, a knife a lot of people are probably familiar with, the K-Bar, right? It's quite a difference in size than the K-Bar, and the K-Bar is not an overly heavy knife. I mean, I carried one of these during the war. So I think that's a good all-around balance of lightweight and utility. So that's what's going to go on the pack there. I guess that is it. I should close with the tactical verse of the day. Let's see here what God has in store for us. The Spirit of the Lord spoke to me, and his word was on my tongue. The God of Israel said, the Rock of Israel spoke to me. He who rules over men must be just, ruling in the fear of God. He shall be like the light of the morning when the sun rises. If you are in a position of leadership, you should be just, fair, and consistent. That is one of the marks of a good leader. Being fair and consistent. Hopefully we get that in our leaders. But even if we don't, if you are in charge of whatever project, whatever people, your family, being fair and consistent, that is important. He who rules over men must be just, ruling in the fear of God. He shall be like the light of the morning when the sun rises. It's a good thing to have a fair and consistent leader. With that, men, thanks for listening and have a blessed day.